Oh, hi everybody, and welcome to. Hey, oh, oh, what's this all about? Brock Lesnar brought out Wonder Woman and then beat the hell out of her. So, for whatever reason, and there's Brock Lesnar, there's Paul Heyman. You may want to understand. Oh, can't we even do it F5 right? Looks more like you're doing an FU. And if I get my hands up. You all might be wondering just exactly what we're doing here. You see, Wonder Woman thought that she could stand up to me. She thought she could stand up to Brock Lesnar, but that was wrong, you see. Because Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen, has multiple victories over beloved members of the United Alliance of Good. He's defeated Aladdin, Hercules, Angel, Godzilla, Xena, and Superman. So what made Wonder Woman different? What made her think that she could go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar? Oh! Was it because she was a Amazon? I don't know. And I know there's going to be someone who's going to be dumb enough to get in my face and tell us that, hey, maybe we should stop beating up on Wonder Woman. We should stop beating up on Diana and start showing respect to these members of the United Alliance of Good, who, by any means, would be a good idea. But I think would make a perfectly good idea, but has come down with it in a bad way. So, may I so say that she's gonna. Oh, wait a minute. I think you should stop. You think we should stop Blue Centaurian? Yeah. You ask someone to come down here and say you think you should stop doing your stuff, and I think you should. Hey, Brock Lesnar, I think the Blue Centaurian wants to be put on that list of people. Yeah, and you can be arrested for assault. That's technically what's going on here. And if you put your hands on me, you can be arrested for assaulting a police officer. He actually said we would be arrested for assaulting a police officer. If you were a real federal, state, county, or local police officer, maybe that would have been the case. But you're not. Try me and find out, the Blue Centaurian says. I'm telling you to back off now. Well, we better listen to what the Blue Centaurian says. Yeah, pretty much. I'm done anyway, Brock Lesnar says. But you're on my list, Blue Centaurian. Well, we were really supposed to have had the Wonder Woman, Brock Lesnar match, but apparently the idiot had to beat up Wonder Woman, had to beat up Diana, and now the Blue Centaurian helping her out of the ring here. So there you go. So yeah, there you go. And I don't know if we're going to hear from either the Executive Director of Wrestling Operations Angel, the Director of Operations Spike, General Manager Xena, or Executive Administrator Gabrielle about about this happening. But, but I do know who we will hear from. And I hope that Wonder Woman's gonna be okay. We hope Diana's gonna be okay, because she was nailed from behind by Brock Lesnar. F5 did multiple times. And if it wasn't for the Blue Centaurian coming out when he did, we don't know where it would have ended. There we go. But we are going to hear from one more individual. Before we go, I don't even know why we need to hear from him. But apparently in his mind he feels that he needs to be heard. We understand that Bray Wyatt has heard back from Xena and The Undertaker. And unlike some people, you think you get the hint, but no, not him. You don't get the hint. I mean, he should quit when he was ahead, but that's never been his style. I just heard back from The Undertaker. What a surprise. I mean, really, what a surprise. I was starting to wonder if I would eventually hear back from you, Undertaker, Phenom, Deadman, Lord of Darkness, American Badass, Big Evil, the Demon of Death Valley. You go on in great detail, triumphing your past victories, your past deeds, about how you put people in coffins, and you put people on T symbols, just for kicks. You used to do that type of stuff for kicks, Undertaker. But there was a difference. At one time, Undertaker, you didn't care who you were doing it to. Then you started getting a conscience. And then you started caring about who you were burying alive, who you were trying to put in a coffin, who you were trying to embalm alive. All that stuff, Undertaker. Past history. You haven't done any of that stuff lately, and we all know it. But, Undertaker, I digress. You told me that I cannot call myself the new face of fear, or the eater of worlds, because I did not earn the title. Undertaker, there was once a time where that title was exclusively yours. But now I've time to inherit the throne. It's my turn to become the new face of fear. Your time is come and gone, Undertaker. All you do now are just scary tactics. That's past. You talk about the past when you talked about all your coffins you put people in. You talk about the past when you used to put people on T symbols. You talk about coming back from being buried alive on multiple occasions, being put in coffins and having those coffins lit on fire on multiple occasions. You talk about surviving all kinds of things that normal people would never survive, except me and you. Everybody else wouldn't have survived it. Only you could survive being buried alive on 3 different occasions, or put in a coffin, have that coffin lit on fire. Only you could have survived having a Jeep Blazer crash into a hearse. Only you could have, into a car. And only you could have survived having a car crash into an entranceway. There were a lot of things you somehow managed to survive, Undertaker. But now, sadly, you, once the Prowl, once the Phenom, the Dead Man, the Lord of Darkness, the American Badass, the Big Evil, the Demon of Death Valley. Now you're pathetic, and now it's your time to go. And I'm not done yet, because I have a rebuttal for Xena. I heard you too, Xena. I heard you say that I shouldn't mess with you. That I should not fear the sword and the chakram, but I should fear you. For on what accountability? Nothing you do would ever scare me, Xena. Maybe at one time when you were the destroyer of nations or the conqueror of nations, you may have had some fear wrapped up in there. But not anymore. No one fears you. And I don't fear your sword or your chakram. Hell, I don't even fear you. Talk about the battle, about how you beat me multiple times, but I only beat you twice. Pretty soon, you two will be defeated by me twice. And when that happens, when I finally get my second victory on you, you two will, well, put it this way, Xena, with all the buzzards, warrior princess, trying to make up for your sins and crimes that you could never make up for. No matter how hard you try, Xena, you will never make up for your sins and crimes. And I told you, Xena, back when this first all started, about August of last year, on the KWF and CK Snow 8 YouTube channels, that I'm different from every other bad guy you ever faced it. I told you that. And then you went on and made your 2 video responses, and then we fought. I beat you once, you beat me twice, beat me 3 times. But this time, I'll be the victor. And I'll be the one who says I killed Xena. And when it's all said and done, you will follow the buzzards.